cards and video games. They search the land in 7 seasons, centuries have passed, until the day a hero named Mariner Baines asked. Deep dark enemy, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark enemy, we explain mods and games. Deep dark enemy, we sell my games and more. As Mariner set off on his quest, he knew he needed a crew. The navigator joined the ranks and so did Mr. Q. Sailing for adventure, stories and for treasure. We will help you through, so climb aboard and join the crew. Deep dark enemy, we love to play video games. We'll keep playing until the early morning. Deep dark enemy, we explain mods and games. Deep dark enemy, we sell the games and more.
Ahoy, divers.
Ahoy, divers.
Welcome
And welcome
back
back
to Deep Dive Gaming.
to Deep Dive Gaming.
I am the Mariner, and
I
we are
am the
returning
Mariner,
to
and we are returning to Satisfactory, where we've got
I've
a
been
train
working on over the weekend.
I've been working on over the
Got
weekend.
it almost done.
Got
and
it
we'll
almost
be
done. And
Doing the
we'll
final
be
touches
Doing the final touches
today. Ahoy,
today.
Twitch. Ahoy, YouTube.
Ahoy, Twitch.
Ahoy,
Ahoy,
Rumble.
YouTube. Ahoy, Rumble.
Nigeria is going to be a touch
Nigeria is
late,
going to
so
be
you
a
might not see
touch
the
late,
usual
so you
blurbs
might not
quite
see
yet.
the usual blurbs quite
But
yet.
we've got a train line
But we've got a train
here,
line here.
going off into the distance.
Going off
We've
into
got
the distance.
a
We've
concrete
got
patch here,
a
or
concrete
limestone
patch here, or
that I'm
limestone
gonna
patch
tap
here
into
that I'm going to tap
because-
into because
for in review
in review
to make an adaptive control unit.
to make an
we
adaptive
need,
control unit we need
heavy steel frame,
heavy steel
computers,
frame,
circuits,
computers, circuits,
and plastic.
and plastic.
Plastic might be for
think.
the computers. Let me
Plastic
double
might be for the computers. Let me double check.
check. Automated wiring, circuit board,
Automated
computer,
wiring,
modular
circuit
frame.
board, computer, and heavy modular
To make
frame.
the heavy modular frame,
To make the heavy modular frame,
we need
we need
pipes,
encased industrial beams, screws, and modular frames. I've got everything in that list produced except for the encased industrial frame. I have extra pipes being manufactured at Silicon Valley, where we will be shipping them out, dropping some of them off here to make the encased industrial beam before, and then they'll pick them up again the next. So what I imagine is one train will come in, drop the pipes, move on, and then it'll go back, pick up another load, and then come back, stop, drop off some pipes, pick up some industrial beams, and then keep going. So we just have to do that particular step. And so what I did was the pipes, the freight car containing the pipes is at the front. The freight car that will be needed for... Oh. I think I just realized I did this backwards. So the there I put it in. It's encased industrial beam over here. Car. Pipes over here. So just realized my problem. Pipes are getting, oops, need to eject the pipes, grind them up, and then load them up. So instead of doing it over here, I think, because the concrete pipes, or the pipes are going to leave, I wanted them to leave, go across, and come back up. Problem is they need to go that way, versus I was thinking it could go that way. Actually, I think I still can. So concrete will come in here, it'll grind up the pipes, or do the pipes with the concrete load up here. The pipes will just have to journey a little bit to get to where they're going. So let me get my checkboxes up. Sorry. Okay. So we're gonna rip out this. We're gonna. And don't worry, I will be showing. I intends to show off the.
Oh. There. Audio was picking up from the camera as well as from the microphone. We didn't want that. Ahoy, Mojo. Ahoy, Twitch. Ahoy, YouTube. Ahoy, Rumble. So. I distracted myself at the start of the stream as usual, so I forgot to hit the welcome. Let's see. I need to chop these up. For one, Spot Tricks got here before you did on YouTube, Mojo. All right. So, so the plan is we're gonna. Oops. The plan is we're gonna drop off pipes somewhere over there. We're going to make encased industrial beams and then load them up here. The limestone's just going to have to travel out that way. Actually, I know, I'm doing this backwards. Yeah, no, I'm saying it right. Pipes get offloaded over to that side. They get made into beams and then they get loaded up on this. Yeah, I think that's right, because the train has the freight card that I want to use for the line for the encased in front. I did it backwards, but it was how everything the order everything presented at the train station that determined how I loaded things up. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm also going to have to deal without these guys for a little bit. I'm going to have to reject my hypertube and run it again. At another time. Be an excuse for us to run our train, ride the train back and forth between the spots. Okay. I think we're good. How was everybody's weekend? Seemed more fun than tube for some reason. Excuse me. I'm not sure why, but I agree. So we're gonna put down. I have, Mojo, a train station at either end. I've got the train station at Silicon Valley. Loading as we speak. The only thing I don't have is this Midway Station. Because, whoops, I really need to turn off the boots. It's good and semi-boring. Had a bit of neighbor drama, but with some new neighbors. Uh-oh. Did they learn the power of the mojo? That's an interesting name. Oh, yes. So we need a freight platform facing that way. The power of video evidence. Ooh. Whoops. That wasn't what we wanted. But yeah, for Mojo's benefit, I'll repeat what I said at the beginning. I have set up in I've set up places. I have 3 locations building stuff just to make the adaptive control unit. The adaptive control unit requires heavy modular frames, computers, circuit boards, and a thing I can't remember. Hang on, I'll look it up. Automated wiring. So we have the automated wiring at this station here. At this station, we're making screws, pipes, computers, circuit boards. Yes. The screws, the pipes are needed for the modular frames, as well as modular framework, which is actually over here. I'm going to build another train line from here to here to bring those in. And then between those, the stuff we're bringing in from here and the stuff that's here, we should be able to make heavy modular frames, which will allow us to then make the adaptive control units. And then we only need 100 of those, but to make them consistently, because I know this game, we're going to need to make more than just 100. I set up multi-stage factories, and it hurt. That's why I didn't want to stream last night, Mojo, was because I had not finished the culmination of my work. But I figured I got enough done last night or yesterday over the weekend that I could try and finish it up on the stream tonight. We'll see. So 2, 3. Okay, so those will be the encased industrial beams receiving. This side will be the pipe drop off, which needs a little bit more room. Whoops. It's at the foot of a waterfall. I don't think that'll mess anything up. Actually, I think screws, circuit boards, computers, pipe. There's 1, 2, 3, and then this. How many did I make? 1, 2. I need to make 1 more. Okay. Now we should be able to fit freight platform. Almost. Whoops. Time to go, trees. Bye-bye. There we are. Okay. I'm kind of saving the reveal for when they get this part done, because I want to test it in situ. Let's see, this needs to be load. This one needs to be unload. All right. Might just have everything make it made over here and then just route it out there. But I think gonna have to. Well, there might be enough room. Okay. First things first, we are going to make our mining I think I'm gonna have it come out this way and then turn. So I'll try to remember to give you time to go get Minnie, Mojo, so she can see the train. And then dial this down to 90. Yes, it can. We set up what's called a timetable, and it runs on its own after that. So we're going to grab power pole, run it over here. Wire too long. Oh, you jerk. I wonder if it'd be worth it to make another. I wonder if it can reach from over here. Kind of. I mean, we could have it run across this wall. I was thinking of using power poles. Can we go beyond it? We can go all the way up to this other corner, almost. We'll put it here. Yeah, Mojo, that was probably a must-have when they were designing trains in this game, was auto drive. Okay, so let's go up to. Whoops. It needed to go up 4. Yeah, let's just do 4 from over here. actually think I want to rotate all this. Ow. I think I might have an ear infection. So let's rotate you. Like that, I think. Where's the halfway mark? I think it's right there. 3, 4. Learning how to do curves. Or turns. We kind of wish there were triangles in this game. Let's do a half a one. There we go. That'll fill the gap. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make constructors to do concrete. Excuse me. These actually need to be level 2 because we're outputting 90 per minute. The level 1s can only do 60. We have to do this on this side. Okay, there's the concrete. Now the concrete is going to feed 4 assemblers. Looks like we're going to have to go up. Up again. But the assemblers are where we're going to make the encased industrial pipes for us to be shipped off to the next base. And how are we gonna get fit for here? Need a bird's eye view, or at least an elevated view. Oops, I forgot to join these up. I debated on just doing one assembler, but it wouldn't manufacture fast enough. So I want to do 4. Be able to crank out some like 15 per minute or something like that, all told. Oops. Let's see. Where is this outputting? Gonna need a little bit more plotting. I think I'm gonna need to go with another raise to level 4. Actually, I could totally do that with an elevator, I just realized. So then we can go this way. I think. Just realized I could totally be a chainsaw killer. Alright, let's see. Oh, come on. That'll work, I think. We'll see. Chainsaw is one of my favorite weapons in Doom. You might also notice that I don't have any sort of support on these on this train run because I figured I would decorate it after I got it all running and nice. Alright, so I think we need to go a little bit further. We may still need to go up 1 level because we're still running into a little bit of ground. And I want to get the assemblers lined up with this output if I can, so I can just feed directly into them. Yeah. Once you get stuff elevated into, you don't need to support it. Gravity only affects those things which are subject to fall damage, like yourself. Let's see, where am I? Okay, so we want to actually be about there. So we need 1 more row. My mouse is moving of its own accord. Because the cord is pressing up against the other cord. I had to charge up my mouse. But the cable is pressed up against other things. Really? There we go. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, so... Zoop, you stupid. Boing. Okay, assembler. See, we can go about there. Yeah. 1. A 2. A 3. And, oops, chomp. Do you mind? There we go. The case industrial pipe, copy, paste, paste, paste. Actually should do 5, but I don't know if I have room. Because while I'm only putting out 90 concrete. These only receive 20 concrete, so 20 times 4 is 80. I have enough to do another. I can reduce the amount these take in, so that each one takes in a portion of that 90 to make. I think we need one more, yeah? Nope, okay. Okay, so 80 divided by 90, 88.88%. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Yes, Control C and Control V work. Okay, so boop. Boop. Really hope that lines up. Otherwise I'm gonna be mad. I think it's gonna be close enough. Yeah, that'll work. How many pipes do it take in at a time? 24? Yeah, we'll do level 2. Now, make sure that does not, okay. Ouch. Itchy nose. Ahoy, Gazoo! Factory's going well. We're only a couple of steps away from being able to make our adaptive control units. Then we can finish phase 3. That will probably be Wednesday. Oh, we're gonna need power. We'll do that in a minute. Also, apologies for working at night in the dark. I really need to see if I can invest in that. Really should see if I can get that mod. Still, could be worse. Could be Fallout in level night. Where you can't see a flippin' thing. Okay, how many does this put out? 4? Okay, we can totally do level 1. Ah. Alright, so now the last step is to connect it all, well, second to last step. Is to run it over there. Might have been too far. Yeah. Got some fun lined up for tonight. Installing local AI video generator. Do up to 120 seconds of video and 6 gigabytes of VRAM. Ooh. Let's see. That's gonna have to be extended outward just a little bit. Hmm. How are we gonna do this? Because that needs to be higher up, and I can't get it to be higher up. I guess we don't need to have the elevator. We can just do this. Ta-da! Okay, now we do power. And then we'll turn it on and let some concrete accumulate in these assemblers. Flashlight. How are you enjoying DA Origins? I can't remember how many times I played that game. Day after getting a patch to stop the crashing. It's been so long since I played that game, I shouldn't be surprised that there's patching required. Are you playing it on PC? DAO is known for a memory leak that was never fixed. Oh, okay. I have never run into said memory leak, and we have just sent the wire through a conveyor. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do. I think we got one pole per guy here, simply because. Might be able to do 2 off of this one. Nope. Alright, so that's powered. Go ahead and run power down. And run that one across to the grinder. They all have merit. One is nice because, like, it's just the original. It's awesome. It's got great story and fun characters. Second one is good because its story is more linear, and at least it's good in my opinion because it's more linear. The choices you make do affect things, but not nearly as drastically. Just realized that that is not a level 2. Oh, it might be. Okay, yeah, it is. Why is this one not working? Oh, that's why. I got to connect it up. Have it in its library. Yeah, I think I played the original on PlayStation 2, but it's been so long I don't remember. I know Inquisition was on PlayStation 4, Xbox 360. Inquisition was my favorite probably because, like, it was a culmination of the lore from the first 2 games. Had to fight one of my companions twice now because he didn't agree with my decisions. Oh, that's cool. Which one? And did you pick up the extra DLC characters yet? Or are you still working on it? She ended up agreeing with later. Sten. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's one of my favorite characters. Alright, so that's going. So I think now is the time to do a reveal. Where is that? Oh, I forgot to warn you. Go get Minnie. So we have a twain. Oh, hello. We have a twain mini. Look at it. We're going to have a proper train with mini freight cars. We're going to have a total of 5 freight cars. let's take it on its inaugural run. Let's see, edit timetable. We're gonna start here. We're gonna take a brief stop at here and then go on to Rotterdam. Save. Turn on self-driving. Hopefully this works. Ta-da! We didn't pick up any freight. Oh well, it's still loading. We'll pick up freight on the second time. Intermediate stop. Yeah, that looks right. If we had freight, it'd be unloading right now, and then any freight on the other side would start loading. I don't know what the button is to beep the horn. It's not one revealed in my heads-up display. I wonder if it's... Nope. All 5 cars would get unloaded here. Wonder if we have enough time to get to the other end. Where's my... There it is. Oh! Haha, made it just in time. Just totally unimpressed today. Fixated on roller skates. Maybe she'll come around and enjoy it next time. Gotcha. Well, we have another train that we're going to be setting up. Maybe she'll get me excited for that one when we make it. What about you, Mojo? Are you impressed? I doubt we're fully loaded up, but we're probably pretty well loaded. It would be cool if it was a bullet train. Oof. I don't know if I'd be able to handle building track for a bullet train. Okay, moment of truth. You're gonna pull into the station. Oh, we didn't do it right. Pipes. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back and move that particular station one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move that particular freight to the back. Oh, and that one's unloading when it shouldn't be. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna reload from a previous save. I'm gonna debug that really quick. Then we'll try it again. Which means I didn't quite get things lined up properly. I don't have a timetable set up, do I? Oh, good. Okay. Okay, so I do have this backwards. This side should be the loading side, and that end should be the unloading side. Unload. Load, yep. Fudge. Alright, well, rather than undo the damage, I'm going to load up this particular save here. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I always do that to myself. I overthink it and get myself all confuffled. So we actually need to start on this side and go that way. Which means this side has to be useless info. Loading and unloading cargo is called lading. Interesting. Thought about it all day and I was like, I've got this right, I've got this right. Then when I sit down and actually do it, I mess it up. Oh well. That's why I do saves. Okay. Fortunately, we need to do the train station first. Hopefully that's enough. If not, we can move it, I guess. that's gonna reach. Nope. Darn it. There's a minimum amount of track you can lay, so I wouldn't have been able to fill in that hole. That's a better name for the station anyways. Let's see, freight platform. This one's gonna load the pipe in case. One, two, three. Alright, that was too much. Okay, it looks like we can move everything one square further back. In which case, we can redo this track as far as it'll go. Did you work in the past life as a train engineer, Mojo? I could totally see you sitting in the cab of a train engine. Oh, speaking of, I wanted to see if there was a key binding for train stuff. Left mouse button for honk. I wonder if that would work. Dock increase, decrease. Honk is left mouse button. Cool. Save that. I'm going to spend a lot of my childhood at the train museum of Coos Bay, where they have a World War II unexploded missile that the Japanese hot air ballooned over. Ooh. Coos Bay. This is Kermit D. Frog here, coming to you from the planet Coos Bay. Two of them actually made it to Oregon. One landed in Grants Pass and killed the family that was out on a picnic. Why can't I? One, two, three. I think I'm still off. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. What? How did I miscount before? Because there's there's 3 cars between these two. So yeah, somehow I can go back even further. How I did that. Train station. Platform 1, 2, 3. That's done. That's done. Okay. So this is an unload here. This is a load on this side. Okay, so pipes. So pipes get offloaded there. Get sent through that. Actually, I could have. I just realized I should have been moving the entire thing this way. That way when it's offloaded, it's even with the assembler. See what I mean? I overthink these things. But we can make it line up with this track right here. Transport, train station. The SOE, British prepared about 100 explosive routes for deployment, but the first shipment was intercepted by German forces before they could be used in the field. One, two, three. Every once in a while I get a frame drop right there when I'm picking up extra pieces, or picking up okay. So, hopefully that's far enough out that once we get the assemblers, we'll be good to go, sir. The other thing is we don't have to worry about rotating, I think. Did you know they also train dolphins for underwater? Yeah, that one I heard about. Oops, I think it's too tall. We're too high over. Oh, never mind. There it is. Got it. Never mind. We're good. Okay. I don't think we need to go that far. But we'll just run a bunch of... and then take out as whichever ones we need. Okay, constructor... Constructor. Yeah, I think we're pretty well lined up. So, next question. How many can we fit? Let's see. Looks like we might be able to fit a fair few. Let's see. Clearly we didn't need these two rows. Ah! Oops. Ah, stupid. Go away. Sorry, Mike. Why did you not glue? Oops, that's not the one we wanted. We wanted the outgoing. Stop doing that. Thank you, Mojo. Do one more. I don't know if that's gonna work. I think I might have needed to inch this mite forward further. Oh, that was wrong the other way. Okay. I think it needs to be about there. There we go. Not the one I wanted. Come on. It's not gonna let me. Okay then. Let's move it further back and then we'll just do a little turn. Oh, what are you running into? Oh, looks like that. Okay. Really? Even that close, you reject me. Ugh. It looks like it should fit. Let's try it from the other way. Nope. You really hit me hard today. I completely forgot to eat. Explains why my head hurt. Yeah, eat something, Mojo. Have them food. There. That's letting me do it. One thing I do want to do though is make sure these are level 2. That's level 2. That's now level 2. That's level 2. This one can stay level 1. 2. Three. 4. And 5. Sweet. Just enough room. Okay. Alright, so now we need to do and it's going to be 88.88. Copy, paste, 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 unpaste. Now we just gotta get this doling out. Okay, so it started on this end, I think. This is what's called a manifold, according in the wiki. Not what I intended. Excuse you. Shoot. How did you even get up on? Oh, probably from the other side. Alright, now we just need to worry about power. I guess we can do this up too. Well, not manifolded up on the exit. Oh, whoops, that needs to be a merger. We might be able to get this tested again before the end of the night. If not, I'll probably get it wrapped up tonight for showing off on Wednesday. We're almost there though. Let's see, how much are you guys outputting? 4 times 5. Or 3.5. 3.5 times 5. Almost 15. No reason to do more than a Mark 1 output then. I like the curve. I like that they've included curved conveyor belts now. Go put 1. Too bad the train track can't do a loop. If I laid the track, I could do a loop. But I didn't want to try and path out and back again. Or try and find my way around. Because I'm lucky this valley is here to connect these two up. To loop again, to loop around, I'd probably have to come out and around and back in from this side to here. And I got too much factory in the way. Or do you mean just a small loop around here to drop off the pipes and then pick them up again? Like a loopy loop. Oh, that kind of a loopy loop. Oh. You know, there is... Look up Total X Clips. Total X Clip. Or Total Eclipse, but the E is an X instead. When they released the 1.1 experimental update, he did a... another fun little experiment with trains that you might enjoy watching. He tried to set the distance record for jumping a train engine. Or a distance record. I don't know if it's the distance record. Did I split the uprights enough? Eh. So, given what I saw there, it could totally be done. Okay. Make sure both of the constructors construct. Yep, cool. All right. Back to the train station. Actually, I gotta be in this one to do the dock. We're still getting materials. Got lots of computers. Lots of screws. Not so many circuit boards. Lots of pipes. Okay, so dock. Who's making all the racket? Okay. We'll drive manually the first time. I forgot to save before we set off. Oh well. I'm gonna overshoot. I'm gonna overshoot. Overshot. What is happening? Why are you not? This is load. Oh. Let's try that again. Shows downloading and installing all the million things required of Visual Studio build tools. Use Python. Alright, let's try that again. Duck. There we go. So once this fills up, it won't drop off as many pipes each time we stop, and there'll be pipes available for the other end. There they go. We've got a couple running. Wait for the last two to kick off. There we go, one. There we go. Okay, they do all work. And we're getting some installment. Ta-da! Okay, so that's a good test. I think we will set up self-driving now. Edit timetable. Rotterdam. Then Zeewold. Then Nürburgring. Why is it in there twice? Rotterdam. Da-da, da-da-da. Save changes. Turn on self-driving. You're going the wrong way. Okay, fine. A little bit difficult. Another load of pipes. Probably a load of something else as well. That's interesting. It picked up the entire thingy instead of picking up a container out of the outside. That's cool. That's cool. If there's no container, it'll pick up a container out of that, drop it on the car. If there's already a car in place, it'll pick up the container, or pick up the whole hold thingy, and then just put it on top and dump whatever's in, and then proceed along. That's cool. Alright, now let's see what this does. It's probably gonna pick up the entire container in the back there. Oh no, both. Okay, so yeah, I picked up the entire container. Drop the entire container in, okay. There's the button. I just love how well thought out this game is. The only place they didn't do enough thinking about how to do it, I think, was Blueprints. Because I was having frustrations with that yesterday. Did I know I was getting a train game when I bought it? No. This should be picking up all the containers. Turn off self-driving. These should be all unload. Alright, let's try that again. And the blueprint system in this is a little bit different, so I'm not sure. All right, it's unreachable, huh? How does that work? Okay, so that to that to that and repeat. I'll have to use blueprint build system. I'll make this run a couple times just to see if I've got any glitches with the timetable. Because the fact that it didn't know I thought this next destination was unreachable is a little disturbing. Or a little worrisome. Why is it not grabbing the middle one? Maybe I'm all full up. This is still relatively new in how trains work for me. Could have been that whatever that was, we had enough on the other end and it couldn't take a full load. I think that one was the computers. Did you miss that step, Mojo? It picks up the first 4 cars at Silicon Valley, drops off pipes here, loads up encased steel tubing, the encased whatever here, and then it delivers the encased and the other stuff. It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to load up pipes as well. I may have to figure that part out, because if it's dropping off pipes every single time, I won't have any to leave at the final at the other end. So I wanted to see what happens when it runs out of pipes, or gets full of pipes in the middle there. There should be 5, you should unload 5 containers here. Unless it's all full up. I want to see it drop off all 5 cargo containers before I'll be satisfied. Okay, now it's skipping that particular one. Or is it skipping the same one it did before? I'll let it go do its thing and check which supply got left behind. Wait, there's nothing loading into this? Oh, computer production stopped. Wonder why that is. Plastic. Oh. I turned off that. Okay, I understand where I goofed it up. Okay. I turned off this guy up here. Got realizing I was shooting myself in the foot. So turn that on. Turn that on. Turn that on. I was doing some re-engineering of my fuel-powered generators, and I turned off a bunch of things so that if I ended up, I didn't want to end up causing shorts. Determine what's being dropped off where, or is the game deciding that? So each particular... There we go. That's working again. Alright, so each freight dock that I make will be its own thing. So... Okay. So if I want pipes delivered to one location and dropped off at another location, I have to load up a freight platform on one end and unload it from the same location on the other end. So if the first car has screws on this side, the last car has screws on the other end. Except I made room because I've got the encased. So I can't designate what gets, I mean, I could fill up one freight platform with like everything, but then I'd have to sort it out at the other end. This just seemed like a easier time. Because there's no input versus output on these freight cars. There's only out or in, not both. Alright, so where's my train? It's on its way back. Cool. I might not have anything for it when it gets here. But the screws and the pipes are loading up nicely. Circuitry as well. So this had screws left over. We can't look at it, but that's the case. Why can't I not look at it? That's still pretty ingenious. So essentially you would have to have decided lines to run materials for certain productions. You can't have 1 or 2 lines to run mats for all productions. Well, see how I did this? So there's only the offloading the rear card, which is the pipes, and onloading the encased on the front, at the front here. So like each stop along the, you could have a train that's many cars long that has containers for each individual thing, and then just does it, and then have the stops line up with the cars that you want to load or offload wherever you are. So and then also if you want to just mishmash, put everything in, just fit as many things into containers as you can and sort it out at the other end, you could totally, like, whatever you don't want to be on offloading at that stop, you can cycle it back around to the input. How does the game know what materials to offload to continue production? I'm not sure I quantify your question. So, it knows what to offload because the cars know what. It knows which cars to offload. What's in the container is up to me. As far as, like, I've specified the front car is the encased beams. Second car is computers. Second car is screws. Third car is computers. Fourth car, fifth car, and so on. I just make sure that that order doesn't change. Or I only offload the containers that I want to be at the locations where I'm making stuff. So you're running computer production, you have a bunch of materials on your train that has nothing to do with computers. Do the train just sit at the station, or do you have to designate that it only offloads the mats you want? I have to designate that it only offloads the mats I want by only having the freight docks for the materials that I'm wanting to offload at the destination. And honestly, I will be offloading everything that I put on the train. It only doesn't, sort of. That's why you can have multiple freight cars. If, like, I was only offloading. Like if I was loading up this train with 5 different materials to be dropped off at 5 locations, each one of those locations would only have one freight dock that lined up with the cargo. But I am going to be using all 5 of these at the destination because some of them are for making modular frames. And the modular frames go into the core adaptive control unit. The rest of it just go to make the adaptive control unit. This time we'll have all 5. The only thing I haven't worked out yet is what happens if one destination is full. If I could have multiple destinations for one product type or one material type. So like this destination we're coming up on here should be dropping off pipes, but it's already full of pipes. So my hope is that it will leave the car behind so we can take more pipes to the next destination. It's one of the things I'm trying to figure out. It looks like it's not. Let me check this out. These guys are not chugging away. They're just waiting for concrete. This is just not full yet, so that might be part of it. Once it gets full, it might actually leave some pipage on the container. Wish this was moving faster though. Patience, Gazoo. Please charge unless you got the. Ah. Okay, it's filling up. It's just gonna take for flipping ever. Might do some stacking here. 3, 4. Here it goes. Full and sleepy. Trying to figure out if there's a way to make this go faster. And we could overclock the manufacturers. I'm also going to have to get some more generators going because I'm not running at max consumption, but my production and my capacity are both below the max consumption number, and I don't like that. Wonder how many pipes it's going to actually drop off here. There we go. Okay. It's getting a little over 400 per cycle. think this is running better now. It's no way it's receiving 17 per minute. I guess I could overclock it. So it's outputting 50 per minute, maybe. I just realized my math has been way off this entire time. It's like in the stores. Stuff sure amounts to something fall. It's the fact that I am not supplying as much concrete to those assemblers as I thought I would be doing, because my math was off. I'm gonna have to end the stream here, but I'll tinker around with this. Figure out exactly how many concretes I need to run or to get those running full bore. But I'll show off this some more on Wednesday. Until then, thanks for hanging out in the chat. I'll be back tomorrow night with Hero and Tear Death for a continued discussion of Final Fantasy XIV, 5:30 Eastern Time. Then I'll be back on Wednesday with this game at 5 o'clock Eastern. Until then, enjoy Satisfactory, fair winds, and fun gaming, y'all. Bye-bye.